call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. It's hard in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Herbert throwing again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yannick Ngakoue. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Carr again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. The 40. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Carr now on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. 2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Tyler Newsome now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to work. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Ebron. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Succa. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Blesson Austin. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Eckler going to get it again on second down.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Herbert off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Final minute now of the third quarter. To try again after the sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Raiders 10.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Touchdown, Allen! 77 yards.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. From the 35 here, and the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Raiders 17.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, Samuel.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Chargers 42, Raiders 24. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but
The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Carr to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert on first down now. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this. And yet
Herbert has it knocked free. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much